Despite Rockstar's best attempts at nerfing it, Cayo Perico remains the #1 way to make over $1 million in under an hour in GTA Online, and not only is it extremely easy to set up once you have a Sparrow helicopter, but the payout is also very good, even though Rockstar has reduced the value of all primary targets and made it so you get Cincimito Tequila most of the time, which is the most awful loot possible. But if you're a new player, none of this really matters because you probably don't even know how to do the equipment prep or walk through the main compound without getting caught. So in today's video, I'll show you how you can easily master Cayo to make over $1 million solo, and the best part is, you can follow the exact same pattern every time, using stealth to secure that elite challenge, and if you use the tips I'm about to give you, you'll also be able to finish this whole heist in well under an hour. But first, we need to unlock the Casaca submarine, which will be our base of operations for this entire heist. It has the planning screen, the nav computer, and the moon pool where we're going to store our Sparrow. Now, you can certainly just buy this submarine by spending 2.2 million and you'll get all your money back in just 2 Cayo runs, but I also highly recommend saving an extra $1.8 million for the Sparrow helicopter as well, since it's the fastest grinding tool in this stage of the game before you get your hands on something like an Oppressor Mark II. Just do a few extra Cluck and Bell farm raids, do some no way out quest lines, whatever you need to gather up that extra 1.8 million and save it for a Sparrow. You're gonna thank me later. Once you have the cash, it's time to visit Miguel, aka Mini Madrazo, and he can be found in the music locker, which is over here next to the Diamond Casino. After the cutscene ends, all you have to do is open up Warstock on your phone, buy the Casaca submarine, and meet up with your shipmate Pavel. I also recommend going into the pause menu and setting the Casaca as your spawn point, and what this does is allow you to switch into a new session and spawn right inside your Casaca without having to actually travel there, no matter where you are on the map. So set your Casaca as the spawn point and start up the very first mission, which is gather intel. On your first playthrough, you'll watch a cutscene where you fly to Cayo Perico from LSIA along with English Dave and some of his friends. Over at the island, you'll meet the criminal mastermind himself, El Rubio, and you're gonna drive him around for a bit until you get to this giant tent right here where there's a big party going on. Get out, sneak off to the side, and stick close to the right side of this path so you can stay hidden from all the vehicle patrols. Then sneak through this checkpoint while avoiding the cameras and walk all the way through the funny grass fields to this communication tower where you can hack into Rubio's CCTV feed. The place you want to search for is the basement, and on your very first Cayo run, you're going to get the documents as your loot, but on subsequent runs, this will change to a combination of Cincimito Tequila, a ruby necklace, bearer bonds, and the pink diamond. Next, you'll want to scout El Rubio's office room to check if he has any paintings on his wall, and at this stage, you might feel like your job here is done, but we still need to scout all our entry and exfil points. You can find dedicated video guides for this stuff online, and I have a few guides myself, but there are a few points of interest that you absolutely must scout with your phone camera before returning to Los Santos. First is this place right here, the hangar on the airstrip, which contains some secondary loot. Then there's a shed on the other side with some more secondary loot. And you can find a bunch of Manchez dirt bikes all over the island, so use them to travel around faster, but just be careful not to run into any trees or bushes. Once you've scouted the airstrip, head for this place right here. It's the north entry point for your Annihilator stealth helicopter, and right above that we've got the north docks. We won't be using this in our approach, but it's still nice to have for future runs if you want to switch things up. Then head over here to this checkpoint that we've scouted earlier, and this time, since you have a bike, follow the path that I'm showing you to jump over the checkpoint. Simply angle your bike towards this hill, make sure the guard on the tower isn't looking at you, then pin the throttle and you'll fly right over the checkpoint in about a second. Once you land over on the other side, head down here to the main dock. And send a photo to Pavel. Scout the dock as well as the sheds containing your secondary loot, then grab yourself one of these dinghies and head to this part of the island where you can see El Rubio's office building above the cliff walls. Then simply dive underwater. Pavel will tell you about the drainage tunnel, so take a photo of it and get back on your boat. Congratulations, because this is the exact infiltration point that we're going to use to get into Rubio's compound without alerting any of the guards. It is the easiest entry point of them all, and to pull it off, we just need a cutting torch. At this stage, you've already scouted everything that we need for the final approach, so go ahead and open up your pause menu, go to online, and select the new invite-only lobby to teleport right back inside your Casaca. Now, it's finally time to do our prep missions, and this is where you're really going to see the benefits of purchasing that Sparrow helicopter. First, I like to do approach vehicle, and for this one, we're going to go with the long fin, as it's the easiest and the fastest way to move around the island undetected. Now, you could spend $2.5 million on your personal Phantom Wedge, and it will make this mission a whole lot faster since you can just call in your personal truck right outside the police station and drive away with the boat, But since you're a beginner and this is a beginner's guide, you probably don't have a vehicle cargo warehouse or the Phantom Wedge, so here's what you can do instead. Fly towards the police station in your Sparrow helicopter, and as you get closer, Pavel will text you 2 different GPS coordinates, each containing a truck. The one with 2 trucks on it. I don't actually recommend using that one. Instead, go for the icon on your map with just 1 truck, because that's where you'll find a free Phantom Wedge, and this thing is just so good at tossing traffic and police cars out of your way that it will make your drive back to the safe house a trivial matter. Make sure to pull out a sniper and deal with this heavy machine gunner first, otherwise he's probably going to ruin your day. Then clear out the remaining thugs and drive over to the police station in your pointy nose semi-truck. Once you get there, just pause for a second, pull up your map, and mark this exact location on Elysian Island right here. This will save you from having to sit through Pavel's yapping as you drive out of the station with your truck. Now, you've got 2 options here. Either you run in, kill all the cops, and blow yourself up to remove your wanted level, or you drive in, reverse into the boat, and drive away to the docks where you'll then park right outside this warehouse and blow yourself up to remove your wanted level. Either option works, but I found that just hooking up the truck to the long fin and hauling cheeks to the docks is the faster of the 2 methods, since you skip the entire firefight with the police. And if you do it this way, you can complete the whole vehicle prep start to finish in just 5 minutes. After securing my approach vehicle, I next like to do Unmarked Weapons with the Aggressor loadout, since it has the assault shotgun and it's also really good at taking out the Juggernaut. And for this mission, you simply start it and check the bottom of your screen to see if it says Merryweather. If you see the word Merryweather there, immediately pull up your pause menu and hop into a new invite-only session to reset this mission. And that's because the Merryweather weapons prep, where you chase the Valkyrie around for 15 minutes, is without a shadow of a doubt some of the most god-awful mission design to ever come out of Rockstar's collective minds. So just skip it. And keep skipping it until you get the Penrith building or 707 Vespucci. Then fly your Sparrow to the location, and also remember this: never, ever walk in through the ground level, because that's how you get into an unnecessary gunfight and die. Instead, fly all the way up to the roof, land like this, walk in and shoot this door with a silenced weapon that you have, take out this guard, these 2 guards over here, and lastly this guard behind the desk. What you need to do after that is hack the laptop, grab your guns, and exit back to the roof. Then simply fly back to your Kazaka and you're done. Just like that. No extended gunfights. The whole thing is wrapped up in under 4 minutes. For the equipment prep, we need exactly 3 things here: a fingerprint scanner, a cutting torch, and a key for that safe. If you're doing subsequent runs of Cayo, you'll sometimes get the loot in the display case, and in those cases, you're gonna need the plasma cutter, and I'll explain how to do both. First, head to the casino for your safe key, park your Sparrow right here near the main dock entrance, walk in, find the key card for the penthouse suites, and find the room with the 2 guards in front of it. What you need to do is take both of them out with a silenced gun, and before entering, make sure to check the room number. If it's 518, the head of security will be in the party area right next to this bar over here. If it's in room 505, he'll be in the office room over here, and if it's in room 512, he's going to be chilling out in the bedroom, which is the closest spawn, as it's just past this door on the right from where you enter. Then if you get the plasma cutter mission instead, here's how to do it the fastest way. Simply enter the document forgery office, just take 2 steps forward, pull out your cell phone, snap a photo of whatever's in front of you, then walk right back out the door and fly to the location where the plasma cutter is being held. Once you get there, use your Sparrow's homing missiles to make short work of all the bad guys, land, grab the gear, and fly back to your Kazaka once again. Easy as that. And then for the cutting torch mission, you have to visit a construction site. But instead of barging in like a brute, just grab this yellow construction helmet, which is always near the entrance of the job site, and use it to sneak past the guards. This way, you can search for the torch in peace without a bunch of people shooting at you the entire time. And lastly, for the fingerprint scanner. There's really nothing to add here, to be honest. It's a simple go here, take out some enemies, fly back with the equipment kind of job, and it shouldn't take you more than 4 to 5 minutes if you have that Sparrow helicopter. Alright then, with all the prep work wrapped up, it is finally time for the main course, aka the finale for the Cayo Perico Heist, and this is where we're about to make the big bucks. Pay very close attention to the route that I'm about to show, because it's easily repeatable with a high level of consistency, no matter the loot type, and if you follow this path, you will never get caught and you'll never fail a single fingerprint hack. First, pick the long fin as your approach vehicle, then go with the main docks as your infiltration point, and for the compound entry, we're going to take the drainage gate, as that's what we scouted earlier in the gather intel mission. Time of day should be daytime for better visibility, and for weapons, you'll obviously have your aggressor loadout you chose. Start the finale with all these options selected, and as soon as the loading cutscene ends, pull a hard left with your long fin by holding down the handbrake button, head for the airstrip by passing in between these rocks right here, and park your boat right next to the beach. Walk in with your gun, which will automatically have a silencer equipped since you're doing a stealthy approach. Take out this camera, these 2 guards, And then lastly, this guard patrolling near the hangar, check the ground level for loot, then take the forklift to check the upper levels. If you can't get a full loot bag in here, simply what you need to do is run across the airstrip and take out this guard who's patrolling the dirt road, climb over the wall, destroy this camera, kill this guard with a headshot, and you'll find the rest of your secondary loot in this shed right here. Take your loot back around the island until you arrive at El Rubio's compound, dive in with a rebreather equipped, and start cutting through those steel gates. Then, once you're inside, follow this path that I'm showing once again. First, climb up these stairs, then what you need to do is hug this wall on your right and run straight across the courtyard, pull a left at these palm trees, then another right near these stairs, and climb up. But before you head into the building, wait for this one guard to turn around. Once he's standing there in this little section right there, out of the Juggernaut's line of sight of course, drop him as well. If you take him out before he turns right here, the Juggernaut will spot his dead body and your cover will be broken. So just wait a second for him to go to the side, then take him out. Next, eliminate this guard right here and walk up the stairs until you come across this guy who's heading down from El Rubio's office. Don't shoot him just yet, because if you miss and hit the wall, you'll also alert everyone underneath. So what you need to do instead is walk up close and pistol whip him in the face to knock him out cold. Then open this wall safe for some extra cash and head to the fingerprint scanner. For the fingerprint hack, all you have to do is align the images in each row so they match the top image, and then just scroll right n-1 times, where n is the row number. So for example here, I know this is a little bit confusing, but in the first row, you don't have to scroll at all. For row number 2, you scroll to the right once. For row number 3, you scroll to the right twice, and so on. Do the hack, grab your loot, and head back down the stairs in reverse, but instead of opening the small gate, just jump over this fence and wait for this guard to move away. Then run towards the main gate and hit the exit button. Outside, you're going to find a bike waiting for you, so just eliminate this guard, hop on that bike, and drive down this pathway that I'm showing you here. Until you get to the cliffs. Then simply pop a wheelie and get as much airtime as you can before you drop into the water. As soon as you drop inside, you'll see this triangle of sea mines facing you, and that means that you're on the right path. Just make sure to keep swimming forward until the Escape Cayo Perico text disappears from the bottom of your screen, and you'll have completed your very first Cayo in full stealth with the Elite Challenge. And that's it. That's all I have for this beginner's guide. If you want something a little bit more advanced, I've also got a video on how to speedrun Cayo solo, both for the finale as well as all the prep missions, and I also have a ranking for every single Cayo Perico approach vehicle, so you can also learn for yourself which ones are the best, which ones are cool, and which ones are totally useless. If you like this video, don't forget to drop a like on it. Consider subscribing to the channel for more GTA 5 online guides just like this. Check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv for more GTA Online money grinding live streams, and I'll see you guys in the next GTA Online video. Adios, amigos.